guys? Back with another one. So it's pretty windy today. I'll try to cut out the noise. My external mic isn't working, but back on OBS. Not running quite right, but it doesn't have a regulator on it right now for the fuel because it's returnless, and I just hooked fuel up, got the pump going, made sure everything worked, functioned, needed to be what it was. So we're going to throw a new sending unit in. I got a hook pump for like cheaper than most of the sending units online. So I don't know if we'll just use the sending unit or use the pump too. It's for like a 95, so the pressure should be fine. Reason we're doing that, switching to AN lines for the Corvette filter regulator, we're just going the cheap, easy route. Yeah, thanks to someone whoever cut this out. I hate that, but luckily the bed's junk anyway, so I might have done the same thing. I just wired this back up because the wires were cut and spliced and everything else, and now I get to cut it all back out. But as I was saying, we've got thread on like conversion fittings to go to the 6AN lines, or 6AN fittings. When this is all too rusty, somebody JB welded that. It's just crusty, old, rusty. Might as well throw a new one in. So we'll get this out, throw the new one in, and then get on to making the lines and mounting the filter. Okay. New wiring, nice new big ground. Able to just, I don't know why I didn't just unplug this in the first place. I cut everything. Super smart. Okay. Anyways, new sending units in with a new pump. New lines. That'll be nice to thread our fittings onto, our end fittings. I need to get these old lines out of the way. I'll have to get a new vent hose. I cut it because it was all crusty and nasty and everything else too at the fitting. So I will get the old lines out of the way and we'll get to making new lines and figure everything out from there. Alright. Don't know what's mounted and what's not. You know, who cares? It's neither here nor there. Should be able to just rip on stuff and, you know, something will come out or it won't, or this might go too smooth. Let's see if I can get everything on this side of the transmission cross member. Stabbed with steel on the other AM line because I had, I don't know, it was adapted weird for quick disconnects, the real janky ones that like come off and spray fuel all over you. Oh gosh, there's fuel in my eyes. Oh, it's bad. That was so terrible idea. Anyways, whatever. Just gas, right? Oh, it burns a little bit on my nose. Here for tutorials, you probably should leave. If you're here for old junky trucks that might never run again, got some wood there too. You're probably in the right place. So, you know, if that's the stuff that excites you, I'll be here all day. Cool. Lines are out. That was easy. We'll figure out where we want to mount the new filter, probably about where the old one was, because you know, it was there for a reason from factory, and I'm lazy and there's a hole there already, so we should be able to put our bracket there. There's another bracket here for some wiring or something that's not being utilized, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright, got the regulator. Got my fittings. Need my feed one first. I want to make sure I've got enough line for the feed. Oh, cool. For the feed, because I can just throw a hose on for the return for now and do it completely the wrong way. I think these are the fittings for this. Not O-ring style though. That one's not anyway. Maybe that's just the return. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Anybody else not even mess with zip locks on packages? You just tear everything open because that just describes who you are as a human. There we go. That's better. Okay. This is just a cheap regulator. Not Amazon cheap, I don't think. I think I went Summit cheap. So instead of buying it from Amazon China, I brought it from Summit China. It's pretty cool. And if you were to try to figure out the difference, it is where you buy it from. That's it, probably. But it does come with the nice quick connect fittings with the thread in pieces. Are way better than the ones that just clip on. So there, we adapted the feed to 6AN, and man, the other end of the feed is, I guess, adapted. Whatever. I'm not picky. Okay. Hopefully you've got a general view of what's going on. We are going to mount this somewhere right here. I think we'll probably take this bolt out, and then I'll run this harness up here and put a little P-clamp on it, or a zip tie with a little push-in, you know, push-in connector deal. I've got those. So we'll get that bolt out, get this mounted, and hopefully that'll give us plenty of clearance to do what we need to do. We'll be right back. What in the world's going on here? Man, my $10 tripod's it's giving me fits. But then that's gonna happen. I don't want to spend that much. Yeah, alright. See what we can do here. If you're able to see, and if you're not, then we probably won't put this in the video. But, you know, can't have a 5-second video, so gotta put some filler in. Oh, I'm gonna have to get an extension. Oh, it's all going. This whole day it just went to crap. Maybe I'll get a deep well, maybe I'll get a socket that fits. I don't know. Who's counting? What in the world? Be right back. Oh gosh. Brother, am I 33 or 63? This is terrible. Here I am on the ground again. You guys, I fixed the lighting for you guys. Nobody even let me know you couldn't see anything. So that's your fault. There we go. We got a socket that fits. Let me just pull this aggressively towards my face to break it loose. Oh gosh. That did hit my face. Oh man. All jokes aside, it's just a beautiful day. How can you not be happy to work on your old truck? Absolute show truck. Show it to the junkyard, see if they... Oh gosh! Sorry guys. They're coming for you. Oh. Man. You know, that day just got worse. First you couldn't see, now you're gonna have a seizure from all the lighting change and the... Alright, we'll just get rid of this for now. I think we can utilize that top hole. I think it's threaded too, so... If I had a better bolt selection... I just lost that bolt probably too. Oh, great. If I had a better bolt selection, I'd just toss one in and throw that mount opposite. Wonder if that'll fit. Yeah, we'll fiddle with that later. Okay, where'd my bolt go? Oh my gosh. These are perfect working conditions.
and I'm losing stuff. So many people would care for a nice setup like this, a nice yard to work in. Land to your truck, and I'm over here complaining about it. Alright. Oh my gosh, now the plastic bracket's in the way. Man, that was quick and easy. Look at that. It's probably the only thing that's going to go right today. Except me. I'm going to go right inside and find something else to do. Alright, I'm not going to make you watch me tighten up some bolts and stuff. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Alright, so we got the new sending unit in. The sending unit wire hooked up in the plug. Everything's plugged in normal other than the power wire. I am using the ECM to trigger it, and I was going to come off the wire further up, the gray wire in the harness, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be getting power. Hopefully this all still works fine. I have it on a relay already and coming off the ECM. So, aside from the vent, we're done back here as long as nothing leaks. So, I had no battery power at all. So, got jumper cables hooked up. Came back to grab you guys, and we'll see. Think I can hear the pump running? It does not feel like it's running. Ground's hooked up. Don't see anything leaking, so there it didn't look real promising in the tank. Not a whole lot of fuel. So I'm either not getting fuel. I think then we'd hear the pump running for sure though. Not getting fueled, pump's not running, or who knows what. Let's see if it'll start. I also don't know if it's in gear. I do not think we're getting fuel. I think gray was power. Heck, I don't know. Maybe I should have checked that. Ground's good. Hopefully. It's on there. Know if it's good, I guess. Holy moly. I'm just cranking with that sitting there, messing my map up probably. Who knows what else is going on. Also, don't have a throttle cable. I don't have any sensors for throttle position or anything. What am I doing? Welcome to my scattered brain. This is just how I function, or how I don't function, really, more than anything. But anyways, you know, who's keeping track of all that? Let's see if I can do this with you guys on here. Alright, let's hook that up. Let's try again, see if anything changed. Smells like gas really bad. Like really, really bad. Let me just turn the key on again. Oh, it's on. Perfect. See any leaks? It smells like gas like crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, let me see if I can figure anything out. And I'll get back to you. Okay, I apologize in advance if there's a bunch of wind noise. I'll do my best to get rid of it, but it's so windy out today. Found the fitting at the rail was very fuely, covered in fuel and not tight. So fingers crossed that was the issue. Pump seemed to be running. There's fuel up there, so. Way down? Maybe not. Be right back. Okay. Try number 50. I just threw the ground in there and then hardwired it. Well, it's still on relay technically, but I got rid of the butt connector. Let's see. Well, you can hear it kick on at least now. Fingers crossed. I believe that was it. Power wire sitting on the dirt right there, luckily, so it doesn't short out on the bed. We'll just leave that. Sounds good. I don't know what that little rattly knocky noise is, but throttle response seems okay. It's cold, so we had to warm it up. Alright, well, I'm going to clean off the ground spot, throw the ground back on there, throw a new connector on the power. Hopefully it's all good. If it's all good, then we'll get this buttoned up. Okay, that worked. So we are done back here. For the last part, I hate when people leave these jankily done when they cut them out. You know, cutting it out's bad enough, but just leaving it isn't great. It's ugly. So I've seen people do hinges and stuff. I want to show you what I think's probably the quickest and easiest to make this look good. You know, to each their own. You can use whatever you want, but this is just what I have on hand. I think it looks decent, quick and easy. You thought I was gonna get metal out or something, didn't you? Not how we function around here. Golly. Can't even tell where that's at now. Got my tripod stuck. There we go. Sorry about that. A little shaky there. Look at that. A little high where the flap is. I might bend that back down. In fact, oh man, tell you what, it's a shame that SEMA's over with this past weekend or week or whatever. I don't even know because I don't follow it, nor do I care. Or we'd be taking this rig. Brother, let me just stomp that down on my new fuel pump there. We'll revisit that, but you get the idea. How does, like, at least now it's really sharp right there, and it'll be able to tear this better. That was beautiful. Alright, well, that might wrap it up. Didn't get a whole lot done, but we're back to filming. So in the next one, we'll finish cleaning up the engine bay wiring. I've been sanding it, as you can tell. Maybe throw some primer or something on it. I had to get rid of the blue. I wasn't gonna drive this thing around while it was blue. Just not my jam. But been sanding, getting most of that done. So I appreciate you guys watching. Short video, but I just had to get something posted. I got to get back on the YouTube grind or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks.